Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Al-Hamza Fadl Abbas, and I am a PhD student at UTM. I am studying my PhD in Business Administration, and now I am in the 5th semester. First, I would like to thanks all the participants to joining me, and inshallah, I hope this workshop it will be useful for all. Okay, so I will not take more time, so I'll go straight for it. Okay, let me share my screen. Before I share the screen, I just want to telling you that this workshop is talking about literature review. I will give you some hints and some tips that could you follow, okay, when you start doing your literature review for master and for PhD student as well. Okay, great. Okay, so let's start, inshallah. Let me share my screen. All right. So before I start, I just want to ask everyone: is the screen already open? You can see. Just write down on the chat that it's already work. All right. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So let's start. All right. Great. All right. So for today's session, we try to talk about specific things that is related with the literature review. So you can see that literature review it's really important in master and PhD, especially when you start writing. Okay, because all of the students they need to write their literature review. It's part of the three main sections in writing a thesis or writing a project. Okay, so you know that there is 3 chapters for the literature. I mean, for the beginning, for the new students doing PhD, and it will concentrate most on the doing PhD. Okay, because you need to write 3 chapters. Okay, chapter 1, which is talking about the problem statement. Okay, and the chapter 2, literature review, and chapter 3, the research methodology. All right. So in this session or in this workshop, we'll talking about what's getting you think about the purpose. What is the purpose of the literature review? Okay, and also getting you to think about what your own literature review will be and how it will look, and how you doing a critical thinking. Okay, by reading and writing, how you planning and structuring the options. Okay, and how you can interact by your own understanding for the literature in your specific topic. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So first of all, we have to understand what does literature review mean. So literature review, it is establishing the term and context. So you have to understand what is the definitions of your topic. Okay, how you do that by understanding what the previous literature or previous authors or researchers done in your topic. This is really important. Okay. And also you have to outline the relationship of these texts in each other, okay, by evaluating the quality and the relevance of the literature. What does that mean? That means we have to make a kind of comparison and do a critical thinking and say what is the findings of each paper, of each research, and what are the future trends, or what are the gaps that probably could be suggested from the authors. Okay, so this is really important to put it in your mind, okay, when you understand the literature review. Okay, so literature review, the structure of literature review can divide it to 3 parts. Okay, there is introduction, there is the body, and there is the conclusion. Okay, the introduction, it is a general view of your topic. Okay, showing what is your topic and how it's work. Okay, and what the phenomena you are trying to work with. Okay, so the body, it's the most important part because it's contain the discussion and the sources that you will rely on, like, you know, you can depend on the authors, what they did, what they write, and so on your topic. Okay, and the last one, it is the conclusion and recommendation. You have to discuss, okay, what you have drawn from reviewing literature. You will understand the process, how it will work. Okay, great. I think so far so good. So also you have to make understanding when you're doing literature. You have to make the linking between studies. This is really important. Okay, so how does that work? It's work like you find the agreements, which is the similarity. You can find, let's say, two authors, and they have, let's say, for similar author B and author C, for example. We are presenting them like this. Okay, so each these authors, how the relationship between them, and how they trying to explain the specific phenomena or specific topic, which is your topic. Okay, sometimes they agree in specific thing, in a specific perspective, but from another perspective could be disagreement. So you have to understand what is the agreement and what is the disagreement. You can see that the results of author A give different result from the author B. This is really important. So you can start differentiate between each authors. Okay, this is important to put it in your mind. Great. Okay, let's go on. All right. Let me change the screen. Okay. So the literature review, as we said, it's all about how you critical analyzing of existing papers and research that are talking about your topic. You have to know the strength and weaknesses in that topic. Okay. Also, by allowing you to gain a critical understanding of your field and give you an opportunity to think about what has been done, okay, in your field. This is also important. You have to put it in your mind. Okay, so also when we're starting about the strength, talking about the strength and weaknesses for the literature, probably you have to need to know what has been done in in this field. Okay, so the gap is really important. So the gap in the literature is your justification of your research. Okay, the gap is really, it is the let's say the masterpiece, okay, of your whole work. You have to looking for the gap. How you're looking for the gap? You have to read, and you have to know what is going on in your field. Okay, what is going on in your topic. This is important thing to follow. Okay, great. So so you have, as I said, there's different level of critical thinking. For undergraduate, they have different way to understanding the idea about you, about a topic. So usually what they do, they back to the point and looking for the opportunities and authoritative uh, sources that can rely on. And the same thing for the master. For master level, they try to demonstrate and that, and understanding the knowledge is already there. Okay, but for PhD students, it's completely different. PhD student, he has to create a new knowledge. Okay, he has to do an original knowledge in this topic. Is very important. Okay, you have to put it in your mind in that way. So also the last level after PhD, which is they call the postdoc, which is professional academic, that like you will be like a peer reviewer in a specific journal, okay, and you want to give and build the body of you of the knowledge and share that knowledge with the academic community. Okay, very good. Okay, so you can see that diagram. Okay, so this triangle is showing you how you write an understanding in a critical way. Because, as I said, first thing in literature review is how you think critically. Okay, you see that on the left side there is on the bottom. Okay, in the base of the triangle, you find there is a they call lower order thinking level, and the three others they call middle order thinking level, and the highest one, which is called higher order thinking level. All these levels is depend on your work. Okay, is depend on which level you are studying in. The last level is for PhD, creating. That means you bring a new knowledge. A knowledge has not been done before. This is your contribution. Okay, great. So let's move on. Okay, before I move on, I just want to ask, you can write down on chat. Is my voice clear? Okay, just write down so I can understand that everything is clear. And also the presentation, okay. Everything okay? Good. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your reply. Okay, that's great. Let's move on. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so let's move on and we will, yeah. So I will show you this structure. This structure is really important, okay, because this structure, it can giving you a nutshell, okay, or a summary about writing a literature. You on the left side, you find there is a, you find out uh, there is how you find the knowledge. Okay, it is important to understand this, how you find the knowledge. So knowledge, by how we find it, by going to the literature and looking for the resources. Okay, after you find it, you have to manage it. Okay, how you manage it? By reading the literature efficiently and keep tracking of references. How you keep tracking of references? This is really important for the first semester, second semester, PhD level students, okay, even third semester. Okay, the idea is that you have to use a specific application that could helping you to do so. The application are, you can use Mendeley. It is for referencing manager. You can use EndNote. You can use Zotero. You can use any other application, but the most important thing and the most popular is the EndNote and Mendeley. It's up to you which one you would like to use. It's up to you. Okay. So after we say manage it, you have now to say how you we using it. So how you use the literature by choosing the research topic. Okay, you have to choose the research topic, develop your question, and argue your rationality. Okay, and you're looking for the theory. Okay, you understand? Because this process, I am talking from human science perspective. Okay, human science theories or human science thesis perspective. Okay, and also after you do that, you have to review it. By review the purpose, by understanding the adequate coverage and writing also purposefully and working on a style and tone. Okay, this is the structure of the literature. You have to put it on your mind when you start doing the literature. Okay, find it, manage it, use it, and review it. Okay, great. Let's move on. All right. So what type of literature source are available there? We have to put you have to understand this as well. You know, and any literature you're looking for, there are resources. Okay, the resources can be divided to three parts. Okay, the primary data, secondary data, and the tertiary data. Okay, the primary data you're talking about is like reports, okay, like thesis, other thesis, conference proceeding, company reports, okay, some government publication, all these consider as a primary data. Secondary data, you have to rely on like a journals, okay, or books or a newspaper. All these are important to view them and to understanding them. Okay, great. And the last thing, it is tertiary, which is tertiary. It's more related with the high ministry education, like we're talking about the indexes, the abstracts, and using the catalogs and encyclopedia and also directories, bibliographics, citation indexes. This is the tertiary you have also using it, which is called data resources. Okay, so we have three parts you have to understand and you have to put in your mind when you start doing your literature. Okay, great. So what type of literature review we have? Okay, we have different type. So every one of you has his own way to doing the literature and reviewing. Some literature, they call it argumentative, okay, which is more related about how you looking for the research support and also refute an existing theory. There is historical. Yeah, some papers or some researchers, they have to looking for the previous work, okay, and looking for a specific period of time and see how this period has been evolved over time and understanding it and analyze it. Okay, and there's also integrative research, which is depend on a framework. You have a model. Okay, this is for PhD students in business administration. Okay, this is really important. You have to put in your mind that integrative literature review is important. You take a conceptual framework, you criticize that framework, you can take it from previous literature, and you have to find out where is the gap is and where is the problem in that diagram or that framework. Okay, so when you find out this, that means you can share new knowledge and you can modify. And especially, I'm talking about the models of the last 5 years. Okay, you have to don't take very old model. Okay, take a new conceptual model like 2018, 2019, or 2020. Okay, it will be good because it is still fresh. Okay, it's still not, no one like say criticize this model before. Okay, and no one worked on this model before. Okay, you can criticize it and also earn a new knowledge. Okay, also there is a methodological literature review. This type of literature review is more related with the psychology perspective and who's studying psychology. Okay, and there's theoretical, which is depend on science like engineering and so on, and the systematic, it's more relying on like in medicine, health, and nursing. So for systematic, it could work as well with it has been entered to this human science perspective, and many new studies like in business administration, they start working on systematic literature review on this perspective. Okay, all right. I hope you're not getting bored. Okay, so we'll just go straight for it. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's move on. So you have to understand what is the difference now between annotated bibliography and literature review. Okay, it's also important. You have to put in your mind. Okay, because this is really important for the first semester and second semester PhD student. Okay, this is for you guys, is really important to you put in your mind, because you cannot start doing the literature without doing annotating bibliography. Okay, so what is annotating bibliography? It is it's like a signal text analysis. You have to put the reference and put some notes by using a table, like literature. You're doing literature review. This table you can use Excel. It will be really fundamental and really important. Will helping you to figure out what's going on in your area, and you can see all your work. It has been done in one paper, and this is really will make it easier for you to find the knowledge gap. Okay. Also, we have the literature review, which is called like a multiple text analysis, also by referencing list and doing some synthesis review, which is all talking about the chapters and articles and so on. Okay, just sorry, let me move on. Okay, so I will give you an example. So I will give you an example how this is working. Okay, so how you make a summary for the literature review table. This is important. Okay, it is useful to prepare this summary, a table, by using Excel sheet. Okay, and such as a table by providing a quick overview that allow you to reviewing and to make sense of a large and mass information. Okay, so the table, it contain like the author. Okay, first field, author. Second, type of the study, or you can say the objective. What are the sample? What are the design? What is data collection approach? What is the key findings? You have to put it all in one table. That will helping you to figure out and to understand your literature and your topic comprehensively. Okay, I will show you now. Okay, let's move on. Okay, you see this? This is an example of annotated bibliography. You can see on the left hand, this is an example. There is a number of the paper, and there is the author and the date of the when it has been published. Okay, and when you put also the title of the paper, and you have to put the research problem, what this paper trying to figure out, what this paper trying to solve. Okay, and you put a research model. This is also important. You have to go to some papers has a model. Okay, and this model have some variables, and you can put these models or these variables inside the table, so you will understand what is going on and what is happening. Okay, and after that, you have to using research method, which is talking about it is a quantitative or qualitative research. And at the end, it is called research research results. Okay, which is talking about what this paper has been done. Okay, what is the findings after doing this paper. This is when you do like, let's say 10 papers, that will be really important for you, and we will figure out what is going on and how it's working, or also to find your knowledge gap. Okay, so far so good. I need some hints or something to write down and telling me everything is okay right now. So so I will move on. All right, let's see. All right, thank you, Mohammed, thank you very much. Great. Let's move on now. I just want to clarify one thing before we move on. Maybe this meeting will shut down. Okay, for after 10 minutes. I'm sorry for inconvenient, but we are planning to manage to take longer hours. Okay, so if it getting out from the meeting, please just rejoin. Okay, rejoin to the meeting after it will shut down. Okay, after the meeting will end, it will end automatically, because this is a demo demo version of Zoom. Okay, I'm sorry for this. It is inconvenient, but inshallah on the other other workshops, we will do, inshallah, which will be very convenient and will be not stop there. Okay, will be no pause. Okay, I hope this is can be okay with you. All right. Okay. All right. So let's move on now. All right. So you have now to understand what the citation style. It's also important when you write your literature. Okay. What is the citation style? You have to rely and understand how you cite the knowledge you get or the information from the other sources of the other research paper. Okay. There is one site which is called information permanent citation. That means you take the words, or you cite the word, the sentence from a specific author, and you put his name, as you see now. This is an example talking about stress of the transit shear flows is also very important. Boger 1974. Okay, for example, you can see that it has been put at the end of the sentence. You can use this technique, and you can use the other one, which is they call author permanent citation. You can put the author at the beginning of the sentence, and you start writing what the author discovered or what the author said. Okay, like you say, Close 1983, he developed a simplified theory using analog between heat and mass, and so on. And also you find out there is a specific writers or specific authors, they have the same argument. When you do that, you can put the argument, or you can put the sentence, and you can say, as you see below, several authors have suggest, okay, as you see, that automated testing should be more readily accepted. You see, he say Basler, Stale, Carver, Ty. He can put all of them, merge all the authors in one citation. You can do that, okay? This is the way that you're doing so, the citation style. You can using information permanent citation and also author permanent citation, okay? Great, all right. Now, let's move on. All right, so at the end, we have to understand what is at a nutshell, what is the reviewing of literature review. So it's very important to see the reasons why we review, why we're doing literature review. When you start as a new student, you go to your supervisor for the first semester. You ask your supervisor about a specific topic. What your supervisor will say to you? Okay, your supervisor will say, go and read. Okay, this is the only thing that supervisor will helping you with. Okay, go and read. So all you need to do is go and review the literature, so you will understand what is going on in your field and what is the last trends on your field as well. So why we doing so? We informing you informing yourself of what is happening in the field and gaining the level of topical and methodological knowledge and expertise. Guys, okay, you are will be an expert in your field, so you have to know, let's say not everything, of course, but you have at least know the last trends on your field and what is going on in your field. This is really important. By finding the potential gaps, okay, when you're doing the table, okay, I just showed to you, you put the findings, and from the findings you can figure out the gaps, okay. So also by using a critical evaluation, by common typical method, okay, very good. Then you have to facilitating the developed of your own methodology approach. What methodology you will use? You will use quantitative, you will use qualitative, or you will use mix. Okay, you can use both as well. Okay, So each method, each approach has his own techniques and own knowledge. Okay. All right, let's move on now. So far, so good. So what are the common error when you're doing a literature review? Okay, this is also important. Don't hurry. Okay, be patient. Okay, don't hurry. So when you are hurry, so reviewing your work. That means you will miss a lot of important things in your research, and you found that research you're still working in, and you have to improve your research. Okay, for me, I am now in the 5th semester. Okay, until now I'm still reviewing. Okay, I didn't stop even though I finished my proposal defense, but that doesn't mean that I already finished everything. PhD process, it will last for the end. You cannot say that's it. I find the knowledge gap and that's it. No, you will also need to review and modify your work until be accepted from your supervisor. Okay, this is important. So don't hurry. Okay, be patient. This is a very important tip. And more, and also you have don't rely all already on secondary data. Okay, you have to rely on different data as well, like a primary data, like a statistic data is important to rely on. It will supporting your work. Okay, and also don't overlook those that are in academic journal only. You can use also articles, magazines. You can use sites. You can use like on the internet. Sorry, you can use sites that could helping you to find out your topic. Okay, and you can supporting them from your own topic. Okay, so just give me 1 second. I just want to, sorry for that. I just will show something here. Just give me 1 second, please. All right. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just 1 second. Sorry for that, guys. Just will work on it. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that, guys. I'm just trying to. Okay, guys. Sorry for that. I think it's you can see my screen, all of you. My screen is clear, guys. Can I have yeah? Okay, great. Okay. Right. Very good. Okay. Thank you, guys. So I will move on, inshallah. Okay, so as we said that the common errors that could the researcher do, he is really hurry. Okay, he want to finish his PhD as fast as possible. Okay, you have to put that. Don't put it in your mind. Okay, you have to immerse and you have to involve in the process by doing your research and by reading and summarizing all your work. Okay, this is really important. Okay, so after that we say don't rely on heavy up on secondary sources and concentrate on finding other than methods. Also overlook for resources, other resources like books, articles, sites, articles. It's also possible you can depend on, and you can depend them and you cite them as well. Okay, so when you search, don't you have to understand too broad or too narrow of a topic. Don't search too broad, okay? Don't search everything, okay? And don't search really specific. You have to using the funnel, okay? The funnel process is really important, all right? So the funnel, it's how it's work. You have to take about a comprehension, understanding about the topic, and step by step you start zoom in. Okay, you narrow down until you reach to your gap. This is how you review the literature. Okay, you cannot just go a specific topic and said, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is not working here. Okay, you have to look and read. Okay, so what your supervisor say to you when you are a first semester student? He telling you, you go and read. Okay, when you go and read, you do the table I already told you. And after that, when you meet your supervisor again, you can show him the table, that the papers that you already done and you already read, and then your supervisor start moving. He will giving you tips. He will guiding you during your PhD. It's like that. You cannot say, okay, I have this topic only. You have to read about it and also rely on it. Okay. All right. Sorry, I don't know this was annotating happen. All right. Sorry for that. Okay. All right. Let's move on. All right, so where to start? Okay, this is a funny photo, but this is telling you how a PhD student at the first time he get panic and get confused, and he don't know what he will do. Okay, all I have to say, it's normal. Okay, don't panic, don't be afraid, don't confused. Okay, it's normal when you start as a fresh student, as a PhD, or even as a master. You have to think in a very wise way and be patient, and everything will be okay. All you need is to follow the tips that I already told you, and also your guidelines from your supervisor. You will reach there. I was like you, okay? I was really confused and really lost at the beginning. It's normal. So don't be afraid and don't panic. It's all you need. It's how you deal with your PhD with less stressful manner. All right? So don't be like this crazy woman like here. Okay? So don't need, so you have to put on your mind as well, you don't need to read everything, okay? Of course, because you cannot read everything. You're a human being, okay? You have only, you have your own mind and you cannot read everything, okay? This is, you have to put it in your mind. Also, you don't need to read every text. You don't need to read every word. All I have to telling you, using the funnel, general and more specific, then you will read to your knowledge gap. When you're reviewing, during the reviewing, you will be really discover a lot of ideas, a lot of works, a lot of kind of everything that it will be will helping you to do so. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a person. He's I think Badrian. I think Badria. Yes, she is still normal. I'm still lost, and I am in the third year. Oh yeah, yeah. You in the third year? Okay. Let me telling you something, Badria. I believe that PhD, you cannot manage it as you like. Okay, it is normal. You have to put it that in your mind. All you need is how you find out what is the linkage between your topic and what your supervisor say. Okay, sometimes there will still some conflict between you and your supervisor, but for my advice for you, it's you have to put in your mind that what your supervisor said, you have to follow. Okay, don't try to argue a lot, because okay, because here Malaysian supervisors, they are really like really a sensitive topic. So try to, try to follow them. What they said, you follow them. Don't give a different idea what the supervisor said. This is not right, okay? This is not right, because this will make you, it will make a conflict, and maybe your supervisor will not be agree with you, and you will not be happy and satisfied. So the most important thing, your relationship with the supervisor, it should be important. Okay. Okay, but yeah, I don't know, but what I'm telling you that, yeah, okay, some supervisors are really maybe not collaborative, okay? So this has happened from time to time, and you feel yourself lost, but all you need is giving you advice, just trying to make maybe argument and trying to deal with the supervisor. But as long as you are the third year, I suggest for you, you have to follow your supervisor. At the end, believe me, your supervisor will give you the headlines and will give you the mind map that you will follow. And the end, you will inshallah graduate. Okay? And I wish you best of luck. Okay? It's okay. No need to be sorry. We are helping each other here. Okay? Wish you best of luck, inshallah, and a new PhD study. Okay? A new PhD journey. Okay, guys. So don't. This is really important. Don't be patient. Don't be very stressful. I telling you, stressful. Okay, you cannot lose stressful. Sometimes you feel you are stressful, but you have to put in your mind that okay, I have to study everything. I mean, I have to understand. I have to understand that I am doing my PhD, so I have to dedicate my time for PhD. I have to put some scheduling, okay, for my whole work, and how I can manage my study and manage my job, manage my how I deal with my family, with my friends. All these things are important. All you need is you have to put a schedule and a mind map that you have to follow, and inshallah it will be okay with you, and you will, at the end, you will graduate and you will be a PhD. Okay, you will get the PhD at the end. The most important is not the goal, it is the process to that leading to that goal. Okay, if you concentrate only on the goal, you will never reach it. Okay, you have to concentrate on the process, on the road. Okay, on the road to that goal. When you concentrate there, believe me, the goal, it will be nearer for you and you will get it sooner. Okay, good. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, maybe we talked too much here. Okay, so let's move on. I think so. Okay, there is other tip that will be really important for you. You have to put it in your mind how you, when you're doing the literature review, you make a draft and you send it to your supervisor. Supervisor, we will see after he get agree. Okay, he said, okay, your work is good. What you have to do when you compiling all the three parts or three chapters together, you have to do paraphrasing and proofreading. This is very important. You have also to put it in your mind. Why? Because paraphrasing and proofreading is really fundamental process you have to do after you finish reading three chapters. So how you check your work? Usually UTM providing you an application or a site called Turnitin. Okay, this is a collaboration between Turnitin company and UTM. So UTM, for UTM students, all of them, they rely on Turnitin. Why Turnitin? Turnitin, it is a plagiarism software that helping you to find the similarity. Okay, so it's very important to put all the three chapters after you finish them, after you get the agreement from the supervisor. you put the proofreading and paraphrasing. I mean, sorry, your 3 chapters in Turnitin. It will give you the similarity. Some papers or some theses, they take similarity like 50%, which is high. So you have to understand the minimum level of similarity is 20%. Okay, 20%. So try to put your goal below 20%, like 15%, 16%. Okay, but don't try to put above 20%. Okay, all below 20%. So when you give the report, after the Turnitin give you the report, you can send the report with the 3 chapters for you, for the management of your faculty when you submit your 3 chapters. Okay, this is also important. Okay, so when you do that, when you see the similarity and the report, what you have to do, you have to doing paraphrasing and proofreading. Okay, so there is different method to do so. Okay, some method that you using a software that could helping you, because at the end we are all of us probably not a native speaker. Okay, and we are not not English speaker. We are not. So in this case, what will happen? We will have some difficulties when we're writing down our thesis. Okay, we cannot make it perfectly. So in this case, sometimes we use a software, okay, that could helping us, or some professional writers that also can guiding you during to minimize your similarity in your Turnitin report. Okay, so after you make the paraphrasing and proofreading, you have to use Turnitin again, and you see the similarity. If it was less than 20%, that's it. It's okay. That's mean you are on the safe side, and you can submit your work. Okay. Okay. One last tip. Usually there is a template for UTM. You have to follow when you write down your thesis. Okay. For the first and second and third semester students, you have to put that in your mind. Thesis guideline, you find out when you go to sps.utm.my. They can providing you the thesis guideline, will helping you to manage and you to build the structure of your thesis. Okay, because if you don't follow that, the faculty will not accept your thesis. Okay, you have to follow the guideline. You have to follow the thesis guideline, which is provided. Okay, so this is the last tip I have for you today. One last thing, I will show you how you can download this. Okay, how you can do it. Okay, so just let me stop my sharing screen. Okay, we have a lot of questions here. Okay, I will answer all of you. Just give me 1 minute just to showing you how you have to how you go to SPS. Okay. All right. So you write down on Google sps.utm.my. Okay. All right. Now you go to this website. It is the School of Graduate Studies. You can see there's a different options and different things you can do and you can read. So I will not concentrate on all of these. I will just showing you the guidelines. You can see on the right hand, this is write down handbook and guideline. You can see that. You can see thesis formatting. Okay, thesis formatting last time updated 2018. Okay, 2018. So you have to click that. Click on thesis. Okay, you can now see there are different theses here that could helping you by understanding the template. Okay, there's a master thesis, There's a PhD thesis cover. So you go also, this is the thesis manual form, and you can use also the thesis template. You see this, the thesis template. This is one of the thesis template. This is the last update, 2019. You can just click here and you can download it, okay? And also this is for master, and this is for PhD. So all you need is just to download them, and that will be in your desktop, on your laptop, and you can follow, okay? Or you can also, will be much helpful for you. You take other thesis has been done before in UTM, and you can follow the structure step by step, okay? So one last thing, you can see there's a YouTube tutorial also could guiding you on how you do, how you read the thesis template, and how you're using the template on Word, okay? Because they have different text station here you have to follow. So all these things you find it here, okay? All right. So I think that's it. Yeah. So I think right now I will try to answer all the question as much as I can. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope this was useful for you. So okay, let's start reading question. Okay. What is the content of the three? Ali Fadel, he said, what is the content of the three chapters in general? Well, Ali, usually you have to follow, I told you, the guidelines, or you can take it, can take a thesis, okay? Already, a thesis has been done in UTM from previous PhD students, okay? That will helping you to do, to understand what is the content, because the content is not, let's say, there is the main content and there is a sub-content, okay? The main content, chapter one, there is a introduction, research problem, research question, research objectives, the definitions of your variables is okay. The second, the chapter two, it is also what are your topic. You have to talk about your topic. You have to write the literature, give models, what theories has been done on this topic you already choose. And the last thing is the chapter three, the methodology, which is talking about what method you will use, okay? Your method, your your research philosophy, like and your research approach, your sampling, all these things contained in chapter three. You want to know all these details, you can back and you can ask one of your friends or one of your colleagues that could helping you and give you like a guideline, or give you a ready thesis, okay, has been done before, that's helping you to follow and understand each content. And also you can ask your supervisor. Your supervisor also helping you there. You can just ask him. He will provide you many theses that have the same template, and you can understand what is the content. Okay. I hope this answer was good for you, Ali. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's move on now. All right. Okay, I think Imad, he said that what very important where from where to start. Okay, as I mentioned, Imad, the most important thing is you have to read first, okay, in your topic. You choose a topic you like, you are passionate in, okay, and this topic when you have to read on and do the tabulation. When you do that, you will make a solid base for you to build your thesis on it later. I think this is the most important to start, okay? The most important part to start, okay? Okay, also, we have, yeah, yes, introduction, literature review. It's not okay, you can say like introduction, but it's much like a problem statement. Chapter 1 talking about problem statement, because introduction is a part of the chapter 1. Okay. Imad, you are welcome. Amma, you are welcome. You are welcome all. So let's see if anyone has any question. So we will end our session. Yeah, you want an email? Sorry, but yeah, I didn't understand. What does mean email? You want like what email do you mean? Okay, and also you are welcome, Mahir and Muhammad. Okay, Amjad, would you please repeat the explanation of the last part pertaining the formatting? And I'm missing it because of the bad internet connection. The formatting. Oh, you want to show? You want me to show you how I did the formatting, Amjad? Is that what you're asking for? Uh, oh yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I will share a screen. You want to know how I make the form? Okay, I understand. So just let me share my screen. Okay, so Amjad, you're with me. Okay, so this one you mean how I can using the site to download the template, right? The formatting. Is that what you want to know? All right. Amjad, waiting you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you go to UTM, you see sps.utm.my, you see on the left side. When you go there, you choose handbook and guideline, this one on the right hand. You choose thesis formatting. Okay, just click here. All right, and it will lead you to the formatting. You click template format, and these are the format you have to you want to apply. Just click here, it will download it on your laptop. Okay, that's it. I hope it was clear. Okay, so we don't have much time, so we have to looking for other questions. Okay, right, right. Sorry, print the lecture. You mean the lecture? It will be provided, Ahmad. It will be provided online. Okay. Okay. Actually, the lecture it will be provided. Okay. Abbas, it will be provided, inshallah, on YouTube. I will share it. I will share the on the Iraqi students and also the ISS group. Okay, you will find it there. Okay, great. You are welcome, Amjad. Okay, my email, Badria, for any inquiry regarding the lecture. Actually, okay. I think my email is already okay. I will just share it now. So that will be good for all. Anyone who has any inquiry, I'm glad to help. Okay, so this is my email. Let me check it. Okay, I already share for everyone. If anyone he want to contacting me, it's okay. Okay, so can combine the introduction with literature, Ahmad. Combine the introduction with literature review. Ahmad, you have an introduction in each part. Okay, you have introduction in chapter 1. You have introduction in chapter 2. Okay, you cannot combine. Introduction is a different. Okay, is a different part. It's a part of a literature review. Okay, there's introduction, for each chapter. Chapter 1 you have introduction, chapter 2 you have introduction. No need for chapter 3. But what I'm saying, you have to do so like that, okay? Yes, Andrew, it's on UTM portal. It is just write down sbs.utm.my. Okay, Anas. Okay, I will share the channel on the group. Okay, if you are on the Iraqi group, Anas, you'll find it there. Okay. You are welcome, Badria, and oh, you from another university. I thought, okay, I thought it is it's from here. Okay. All right. Okay, Anas. It is my channel. Okay, I will share it online. I will share it later. Okay, I will share it, inshallah, on the group. All right. You are welcome. You are welcome, guys. I'm sorry I take too much. Amjad, this is my second semester. It is important to read review paper or article paper. It's up to you. It's up to you, Amjad. You have to differentiate, because when you read literature, you will find review paper, you will find article paper, but review paper, it will helping you to also to summarizing your topic. It's also helpful. You can find many review papers, and you can read them so you can understand you work easily. Okay. All right. I think that's it. No more questions. Okay, I have to end the session now. Okay, last question, please. Okay, Ahmad, the gap will mention in the end of the literature review. No. The gap in the first chapter. Okay, there is called a problem statement, and in the problem statement there is called a knowledge gap. You have to put it in the chapter 1. Okay. So literature review, it is the second chapter. Don't mix between first chapter and second chapter. Okay. Chapter 1, you have to put it there. Okay. You are welcome, guys. You are welcome. Sorry, Abbas. I didn't understand the question. Okay. sorry for that, guys. I think I have to end now. Thank you very much, guys, I have to stop sharing my screen. So I'm really appreciate your time. I'm really thankful for every one of you. I hope that workshop was really informative and useful for all of you. Okay, inshallah. And inshallah, this is our first workshop as ISS, International Student Society Iraq. We will providing you, inshallah, other workshops in the future, and we will announce them on the group. Okay, Iraqi groups and ISS International. Okay, so it will be we trying to help all the students here, and hopefully we will be succeeded to doing so. So thank you very much for all of you guys. I appreciate your time, and inshallah we will seeing you in another sessions and another workshops. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.